Hey, Good Fox here. We got Market Monday back again for the week of, what are we in, 9/3/18. We're close to fall. Unfortunately for the weather, fortunately for football, it is on our plates this coming Thursday. But Market Monday, we're going to talk about where the market is at, high, low, whatnot. We'll talk about trading a little bit, investments, how those are doing. Team of the week and that coming, the Rising Stars. They'll wrap up with some sniping filters and talk about general ways of making more coins through that. All right, so let's get off to right where the market is at the moment. So you know I like to look at this market based off of filters on overall quality because of the elite badges, gold badges, whatnot. So 70 to 74, they're still trending pretty low. There's nothing really to stimulate them. You got 1,000. I see some 1,500s in here. Now this is pretty good because of gold badge prices, and we'll talk about why those are kind of high right now on Monday. I'm actually recording this on a Monday versus a Sunday like I normally do, so prices are a little different today. I almost feel like not even recording this week because the data is so mixed up. So 1,500, which is 500 more than it was last week, Sunday, but this is a Monday. We'll talk about why this is high right now. 3,200 for the gold, the high-end golds, closer to 35. I'd actually say these things are kind of going for 37 for this one. So that you could sell them consistently at 35, 36, 37. Last week they're at 29. Again, that's because of the Monday effect, and we'll get to that in a second. 80 to 81s, Monday effect again, 11.5 for them. Last week we saw them at 10. So a little bit higher because of the day of the week it is. The 82 to 83s, 19.5. Last week we had 16K, so that's up 3.5K from where we charted at last week. The 84 to 85s, we're at 32,000, and that is up from 28 last week. Now you're like, all right, why is your data bad this week? And the data isn't consistent Sunday to Sunday because the days of the week matter. This calendar, this month calendar, the market is very cyclical. Now, the market, especially for these cards, these golds and elites, it's driven a lot, like we talked about last week, by the flashback, heavyweight, and veterans badge set here. So these, this is why I always say pay attention to sets and what's being put into the game new that morning, because you can make some coins off that, just the cyclical nature of it. So you go to MUT tokens, you can put in your tokens, earn this token stamp, but right here we're looking for this. So new flashback heavyweight veteran came out today. Nothing really exciting. The names weren't that exciting. This is a week of not a lot of it wouldn't probably go up that much, but it's still new content, so it goes up a little bit. So with flashbacks, 7 of them items, they require elite badge and gold badges. So people are making gold badges and elite badges on Mondays to get these new items. So I recommended last week to buy it late in the week and then sell today, and some people reported in their success with that. So it is a successful market strategy, I guess would be the term for it. Buy, I would say, elites for the easiest if you got coins. You don't want to mess around with high-end golds and then you're scraping out a couple hundred coin profit on each one because the tax takes away 10%. So these ones, I don't recommend ever buying market price. If market price is 9K, try and find some snipes. It's not that hard to find snipes at that low elite level because people are just throwing up, getting rid of their binder. They open a bundle all right, let's sell off quick. Let's get our coins and let's buy the guy we want. So a good time to buy is when new packs are in the store. As we see with these packs, we'll get to these in a second. They're expiring. So we're getting new packs tomorrow. I'm guessing it's team of the week. Like I said, we'll circle back to that. So the elite pair packs, when these were introduced, it brought down the cost of elites a little bit, and that was a good time to buy when people were ripping the heck out of these packs. I didn't buy any of them, but I didn't like their value, but other people do. So definitely take advantage of them, sniping it low, and then hold your low elites to sell on Mondays. That's my biggest suggestion. That's the investment tip of the week. Similar to last week's investment tip, but it's more confirmed now because really there hasn't been anything else added to the game that I can give a new investment tip because there's been no content outside of the regular weekly content that we've already talked about a few times. So I can't really give a new hot tip for investment. At least in my mind, there might be something I'm missing. I'm sure there is. People will be like, oh, you're missing Rising Stars. We talked about Rising Stars, but the thing about Rising Stars is that it's not really a hot tip to go ahead and buy Rising Stars because Rising Stars didn't really rise. I think, now I don't know if this is confirmed. I should have looked it up first. But these Rising Stars, are they staying in packs? Because it's weird that the Chris Carson, Buda Baker, these guys, here's their graphs. So here's the graphs, long-term graphs. It started high, of course, as we know, the longer in packs, the lower they go. Went up Friday, and I think this kind of got the boost as people started speculating buying them over the weekend to try and make a profit on investing. This is kind of in this area, this Monday, I wanted to say, let's take a look at these prices long-term last week to see if there is profit in them going forward and if they're going to come out of packs. What we saw Wednesday, the prices went down, which leads me to believe they're back into those packs. Got a boost Saturday, Sunday, down again, and today they're retailing around 12,000 coins, so there really isn't a lot of profit here from where we saw their prices hit. Of course, you can always snipe these things like 9,100 coins and then just sell it, but that's not really investing. So Rising Stars are kind of a mixed bag at the moment. From what I'm saying, they'll take a look at Buddha's chart, the same thing. A little bit different of a look on him. People kept, maybe because he's a little bit better of a card overall, but people kept going up and down, really wavered. Now it's just it's tanking in price. I don't know why it's tanking in price. There shouldn't be more people opening packs on Sundays than there are, like, say, I guess maybe Saturday, then that's kind of the after effect of those packs. And so then, like, Wednesday, are they going to go down again when the Rising Star packs are back? Because Dylan Cole, these ones from this week, it kind of did the same. This is the same thing that happened to Chris Carson the first week. It went down those first 4 days and boosted up over the weekend. I think it's people are, like, buying it up to invest in it. But the long-term investments, I don't know. I kind of want to see this play out before I put any more money. Well, I didn't put any. Before I put any money on the line. Of course, this leads me back to the point, like in these Rising Stars that we talked about, do these sets every week, do these silver sets. You can hold and see if they'll go up, but generally you can just sell it right away after doing the silver badge. From what we've seen, because I'm not seeing anything there. Like the trend I'm seeing, they must stay in packs from what I'm seeing their prices. So the Rising Stars in the past were great because they left packs. If they don't leave packs, they're not really investment choices until the supply dries up or the demand goes way up for one reason or another. So it's unfortunate, but that's kind of what we're dealing with at the moment. All right, so I also want to talk about, before we get into Team of the Week and Rising Stars, well, I guess I'm kind of done with the Rising Stars. Yeah, we'll talk about Team of the Week after this. I want to talk about diamond sets. We talked about this last week, a little bit of profit. This was a spreadsheet that somebody put together in the Mutt sub. It's a few days out of date as of this recording, but basically they did profit loss if selling diamond on each of these diamond sets. So if you're doing the diamond set, and this was a couple days ago, you were losing 1.6 million for Ronnie Lott, so kind of sucks. I already did the Steelers diamond. I actually made money off the Steelers diamond. Made coins when I did that right at the start of the year. So this, I guess, isn't as bad for me because I've already got that one done. That's a huge coin sink. The Jags is a huge coin sink, I think, too, right? Yeah, that's not too bad. Cowboys is a coin sink. Chiefs. So there it is. There's not a lot of profit made on the diamonds. Of course, if you snipe them, then you'll eat up this negative. If you can, but I mean that's just general. Like, if you snipe a card, why not just relist it and take the profit instead of building the diamond set at that point? Instead of completing it just to realize your zero net loss, you could just realize your gain right there. So, I guess if you're building towards Ronnie Lott, it's looking not too profitable at the moment. We'll see if any packs come in and shock these prices down. And like I said, it's out of date, so who knows? It might be even completely finished or changed by now. Who knows? But basically, build out your own profit loss model there on that spreadsheet if you want it. I'll link that below in the description, that spreadsheet. You can take a look for yourself. So training on Muthead, what I want to look at. So everybody asks me, what's the cheapest way to get, I get this question a lot. What's the cheapest way to get training? The cheapest training is always in this prices section. Right about these cards, what are these, the 86s? 65K. A lot of cards get their 87. These price floors on the 87s because of training. So people buy these cards specifically for training. So right now the 87s are looking like the cheapest. Then we got some 85s in here, some low-end cards, some Taiwan, he's number one. But all right, I'll just stop that. And so that's the cheapest way to get training. Generally 85s, 87s look pretty good. Ooh, it's flashing on me. So that's the cheapest training currently available. I don't see training doing a whole heck of a lot until we get a major shock, major promo. Maybe Team of the Week comes in and lowers the training costs on cards, but it's not a good time. Sitting at 80 to 84. Well, let me go back to it. About 84 at the moment. 84 coins per training cost. That's not a good price to buy at. So if you're looking for training, I would hold off for a few days because we really expect later this week to get a promo. Like this game has gotten a little, it's going a couple weeks. Mutt is going to have competition in the form of NBA 2K in a few days. Like the early access, the premium guys are getting 2K. I think people said this Friday is the premium 2K. I don't play the game, but that's what I hear. Otherwise its official launch is next Tuesday. So I would expect something, especially with the NFL opening night, for us to get something Thursday, Friday-ish. So that I could see the market going down a little bit after that. I'm on the fence whether I want to sell off some cards, keep my profit up, keep my coins up, or just hang on, take the shock, take the 10 to 20% chance, maybe even 30% shock loss if they go. But if the promo comes out and it's kind of hot, if the promo comes out and it's a big L, a lot of times we could see promos coming and there's a big L and the market bounces right back up. So the thing is, like, whenever a promo comes out, that first hype, that's why I said the title of my Market Monday a few weeks ago was sell on hype. With the hype, or sell on hype of something, you generally buy on hype if it's a promo. So it's a little of a mixed message there, but it was a different type of hype that I was talking about in that video. Regardless, these prices could get a real shock. Say 93 overall, 94 overall, pocket passer comes out. I don't know, like a John Elway comes out or something, or we get some sweet wide receivers. I don't know if Moss's price will take too much of a hit because he's just a game changer. But like other receivers like the Tim Browns, Walker could easily take a hit. Are these 90s that are going for hundreds of thousands of coins right now? Boy, could they be shocked. But then here's what happened with Mud Heroes last year. We got shocked. They dropped the market. And then even with Mud Heroes, they still bounced back a little bit. So that initial bounce is always kind of low whenever a promo comes out. All right, so that's enough talk about the promo. And so whenever we hear about a promo, it's okay to sell, but it's generally not ideal to sell when everybody already knows about the promo because the market's already kind of like in a shock. Everybody's already selling off. But it is all a gamble on how good that promo is, because an L of a promo means prices are going to stay the same, and you've lost your 10%. But a hell of a promo means the price might go down like 40% on some cards. All right, so that's it about so Team of the Week. And with Team of the Week, it's tough because we'll see how EA does it this year. A traditional Team of the Week is like a team of every player like we had last year. This year, Jake indicated before the year on an interview, I think it was with Texas at EA Play, where he said they're going to change up Team of the Week this year because they're going to have less players in it because they wanted to free up for other work every week. So we get the primetime performers, we get the flashbacks, heavyweight veterans on Monday. We'll see what else we can get through the week, and they're going to kind of cut back on Team of the Week. So we'll see what they do with Team of the Week. So it's hard to make a market prediction based off Team of the Week and us not knowing what's coming. But generally, Team of the Week wouldn't really like lower prices. What the good thing about Team of the Week and the investment you can make here is power-up cards. I've noticed when new cards come out, power-up cards actually go up in prices. Not so much their base elite that I've seen, it's their power-up cards. They're 68 overalls. People go ahead and buy that just to power them up to the latest version. It's somewhat that, and somewhat just getting the highest overall of that card. So like if say a new Le'Veon Bell comes out, which I doubt it will because he's got a diamond. But say a Bell comes out, people are going to buy this power up because they want now not just that Bell, but they also want the highest Bell. So it's just something I've noticed. It's not a huge thing. It's not something I can say it's consistent into the future, and it's going to be kind of like playing Battleship, trying to hit on which one's going to be taken with the next promo. So there it is. There's your maybe investment speculation. That's more speculation, and I wouldn't say there's a huge opportunity for a lot of profit. I got a lot of power passes to use so far. All right, moving on from traditional week. So yeah, we'll see what Team of the Week says, and we'll talk about Team of the Week next week and what we see with it. Sniping filters. So with the Team of the Week and Rising Stars coming out in the next few days, I think right now, today, Monday, there isn't really anything great out there except for the traditional team filters that I talked about in my sniping episode. Otherwise, right now, when Rising Stars comes out on Wednesday, because people are going to be ripping packs for Rising Stars, the potential is lower. So that's a good day to filter for Rising Star cards and find out, sort by newest, filter it down to like the guys you want, what position, and kind of filter through those. Otherwise, when Team of the Week comes out, that's not in here yet, but that's always great. When that first comes out, people start ripping Team of the Week bundles. People love Team of the Week. There will be a lot of snipes to have. The issue with sniping during Team of the Week when it initially comes online is that you're sniping into a decreasing market. So the fact that you can snipe something under, and then like if you list it and it doesn't sell right away, the market could easily undercut your snipe. So like if you get it here, if the market's here and your snipe's here, then like if the market's going down and you snipe it here, and then the market keeps going down, you got the snipe here, then you're like, oh, I'm chasing a dying market. So always be wary that first hour of Team of the Week that you could very well be chasing a dying duck. But after that, it kind of stabilizes. It actually stabilizes pretty quick from experience. But the very first few minutes, maybe, where everything's kind of like, oh, what the heck is going on here, might be tough. Might be a little bit risky to snipe. But still good because there's a lot of people buying in those things too. So those are kind of the sniping filters that I see coming in the next couple days. Otherwise, right now, on a Monday, you're watching this Monday night, the things that you can go and snipe is exactly what I talked about on the top of this show. The filters, not the filter by quality, because these things are kind of in demand. People are looking for them. You could sell these things at 11.2, 11.5. You gotta wait an hour, of course, but you do want to wait that if you're sniping to make. Then just filter by team. You can see these 10, 7, 5. That's okay. Just kind of go by team. Look for these snipes and then list them at what they should go for. Oops, that's bad. Keep filtering through bills. So just keep going through. 80 to 81s are okay. I like that price range. 82 to 83 is also very good to go into that filter area, because you gotta remember we talked about the top 17.5. That's what that's going for, and they're actually selling for about 19. People are buying them for after about 40 minutes. All right, so that's it for the market Monday. Let me know what you guys think. Anything you guys want added, subtracted? Not my face. No, you still stuck with this ugly son of a bitch. But that's it. Thanks for watching, guys. Call to action. I'll see you tomorrow.